So let's begin with, let's continue with the important terms of accounting. Okay, so we discussed purchase. What is purchase? Krishnuni, what is purchase?
Purchasing things which are useful for our product.
Yes, right. Good. Okay, that is purchase. Now coming to the next term, that is stock. Stock or inventory. Okay, stock or inventory. This means the raw materials. The raw materials. Materials under work in progress and the finished goods. The raw materials. Okay? And the finished goods. Yes, Pranav? Anything? You're reading it? It's okay. Okay. So that is stock. Stock or inventory. There are two terms, stock and inventory. They are the raw materials or materials under work in progress and finished goods. Okay, so the stock includes raw materials. Raw materials means all those which are required to make that product. I told you to make a furniture. Okay, we are going to make a wooden furniture. So for that, what are the raw materials required?
Wood.
We need wood. Wood is the main raw material required for wooden furniture. And we also require the various knife, sharpeners, all those to shape it, paint to make attractions to the furniture. They're all raw materials. Am I right? Whatever required to make the furniture, that is the raw materials. Materials under work in progress. That means what? Let's take about the chair. The wood is just cut into pieces and it is not completed. Okay, that mid stage, that is called work in progress. Work is in progress, it is not completed. Okay, and the finished goods. Finally, if it is a chair, that is the finished goods. Okay, the finished goods that are lying unsold. If it is not sold at a given particular time, that is called stock. Okay. Now coming to debtors. Debtors. It is not debtors. No, it is not debtor. It is debtor. Okay. The pronunciation is debtors. Debtors, very important term. Debtors are the individuals or entity that owe money to the business. That means those who should give money to the bank. Those who owes, that it can be either individuals or entities. That means any organization, institution, shops, business, anything which owes money to the business. That is called debtors. Okay? I'll tell you. Let's take the garment shop now. There is a garment shop and shop. Okay, this is the business. And A is a person. A is coming to purchase. Purchased something. A purchased dress from the shop. Okay, and A is not making the payment. So A should give payment one day to the shop. Yes. What kind of a transaction is this for the shop? Credit transaction. Very good. It is a credit transaction because immediate payment of cash is not taking place. And here, who is A? Who is A? A should make the payment to shop in the future one day. So A is called debtor. It is not debtor, it is debtor. Okay? A is the debtor. For whom? For the shop. for the shop, for the business. Regarding the business, A owes money. So this A, that could be an individual, a person, or it can be institutions or organizations or anything, an entity. Entity means what? Something that has got a separate existence. See, all the words are getting connected. Okay, so entity. Okay. The parties to whom the business entity sells the goods on credit, they are not making the payment immediately. So the transaction is a credit transaction, are recorded as debtors in the accounts book. Okay. Now, before moving to the next term, let me explain the term account. Before also, I told you the word account. Account, A-C-C-O-U-N-T, account. The word is account and we use it in this way. Account. It is not AC, A/C. This is how we represent account. Okay? Understand, note down, account. Now, what is accounting? We know accounting is recording the transactions. No, recording, classifying. That is the second thing. Record, then we classify. So, as we know now understand, regarding a business, we have several transactions. Okay, so all these transactions are to be recorded. And we group them, that is called classifying. We group them into various accounts. We were talking about bank account. All the transactions relating to Nestle will appear in her Nestle's account in the bank. Okay, you can see all the transactions of Nestle in her account. Okay, in her passbook, I mean. And coming to someone else, Krishna Nunni, if he is having an account, that means every transaction related to him will be shown in his account. Am I right? Yes? Similarly, in the business, when we keep the, write the transactions, when we keep the records, okay, we classify them under various heads, the various heads, okay, that is called account. So if suppose purchases, what are purchases? The goods that we deal with is purchased. Am I right? So all the purchases will come under purchase account. Clear? Yes, we learn, but still I'm giving you the idea of account. Now we know the transactions. We have cash transaction as well as credit transaction. Immediate payment of cash is taking place as well as credit transactions are also taking place. Okay. So all the cash transactions we'll write it under cash account. We will open an account in the name of cash. Do you understand? Okay. Now we learned a new term, debtors. Who are debtors? Who are debtors? Who are debtors? Anish, who are debtors?
Ma'am, individual who owes money to the business.
Right, who owes money to the business. Regarding a business, there is it is not like there is only one debtor. No, the business will be having so many debtors, several debtors. Okay, so is it easy to remember all the transactions? No, we discussed in the first class itself. For that, we record everything, we write everything. So, everything related to debtors. I mean, we learn, see, suppose Anish is a debtor, Krishna Nunni is a debtor, Abdullah Man is a debtor, Rahul is a debtor. If they are all debtors, we maintain account for each debtor. Each debtors, yes. Krishna Kanti account, Anish account, Krishna Nunni account, like that. Okay, so debtor is a common name, the category name that we give to those who owes money to the business. Clear? So you understand what is account now? Account, Facebook account, Instagram account. Similarly, account. Okay. Let's continue. So, to whom the business entity sells the goods on credit are recorded as debtors in the accounts book. Okay. So, every detail about this is recorded under debtors account. The common name is debtors account. And the debtors will be having names. So we'll give names. Pranav account, Pavitra account, like that. Okay. Now let's see who are creditors. There is another term, creditors. Very important. Creditors. Who are creditors? Let's see. Debtors means those who owe money to the business. Creditors are the individuals or entities to which the entity of money, to whom the business has to make the payment to. Okay, the reverse. If there is two parties, A and B, A is the A Limited. Let's take A Limited. This is a business. Okay, A Limited is the business and B is okay. Now, if suppose B owes money to A Limited, then for A, who's B? Who's B? Yes, Pranav, you're right.
Debtor.
Debtor, right. The person, the individual, the organization, the institution, whatever, who owes money to the business are debtor. Now, if suppose A Limited owes money to B, okay? Now A should make payment to B. Let's assume. Then B is creditor of A Limited. B has provided credit. Credit means loan. Not the loan like bank. That means the money is pending. A debtor. Debt. I'm sorry. Okay. If A owes money to B, A Limited business should make a payment to B. So let's take B. A is a furniture shop. I'll give you an example. A Furnitures. Okay, that is the name. A Furniture. A Furniture is a business. Okay, and B is somebody else. B is the company which gives wood. Wood. Okay, clear? Okay, let's assume A is a furniture shop. B provides woods. Wood for making. Wood is a raw material for furniture. So one day A goes to B. So the business is going to B. Business purchased wood. Okay? Business purchased wood and says the payment will be done later. So now A, the furniture shop, should give payment to B wood. Yes? Am I right? So for A, B is the creditor. Creditor, right? Yes. Look from the point of view of the business, our business. The main party, the main hero, that is the business. Okay? This is the star and this business should make payment for the wood that was purchased. Okay? Later. So, B is the creditor of A. B is creditor of A the furniture shop. Right? Yes or no? Okay. Now, this B liked the furniture that they make. So, B decides to purchase furniture from A. B is buying furniture. Furniture is going to B. Okay? A is selling. Sales. Sales is being done here. Sales take place. Clear? And B says that I'll give the payment later. That means it is a credit transaction. Understand? Credit transaction takes place. Right? So now B should make the payment to A. A should receive payment from B. Right? Confusing? A should receive payment from B for the furniture sold. So B, this B is the debtor for A. B is debtor. Debtor for A. Am I right? Yes.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am,
Yes.
one doubt. That
Yeah.
means the creditors are like bank.
Creditors are like bank,
So they
not
had to
bank.
if
Okay.
if they give like 100 rupees,
Hmm.
they had to the business had to give like 200 or same amount.
I'm sorry, it's raining here. I'm sorry, I can hear you. Once again, is it like bank? Is that
So like we should give the people or if I give you 100 rupees.
are you asking about the interest, something like that?
Yes,
Additional
yes,
payment?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. It depends. Such transactions are there. It is all up to the business, I mean the parties. It can happen. For the credit, we learn everything. We have all such accountings, okay? Yes, that can take place. Such transactions will come. Okay, A is giving credit to B. For that, B will give interest. Yes, that is what called interest received. You learn. We'll keep all that in account. Okay, now just I'm introducing the words debtors and creditors only. Clear? Yes, as you said, such transactions will occur. Okay, it's raining. So, debtor and creditor is understood now? Clear? No?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Krishna, any doubt? No.
No.
Okay. No. Okay. Okay. So, who will explain this now? Who is going to explain this in your own words? Just tell me who is a debtor, who is a creditor. You all speak good English. So, tell me. Krishna, can you?
Ma'am, debtors who owe money to the business.
Yes. That means I'll tell you, A should get payment from B. B should give to A. See, we'll forget about all this. Just a second. Krishna, you came to me and you're asking me 1,000 rupees. Okay? I'm the business. Let's assume like that. I am the person. I am the hero now. I am the one who gave you money. Okay? For me, who are you? See, for me, I'm the person, I gave you 1,000 rupees. So, one day you should repay to me. I need my 1,000 rupees back. Okay? So, you should give me 1,000 rupees. Yes, Krishna?
Yes, ma'am.
So, tell me, who are you? To me,
Debtor.
debtor. So, I am the business. I am the hero now. We are talking from the perspective of the business. So the ones who owe money to the business, they are debtors. Clear? Okay. Now suppose I borrowed, where is Krishna? Krishna left? Where are you? Yes, okay. Krishna, I borrowed 1,000 rupees from Krishna. Everyone listen, okay? You understand? I borrowed, myself borrowed. I am the bank. Again, I am the hero. We are talking from the point of view of the business only. Okay, so I, the business, borrowed 1,000 rupees from Krishna. And I should make the payment to you. The business now owes money to Krishna. Who are you now to the business?
Creditors.
Creditor. Okay, the terms are clear now? Everyone? Anish, tell me, who's a debtor and creditor in your own words?
Ma'am,
Yes.
debtor is when an individual that owes money to the business organization.
Once again, an individual?
That owes money to
Very
business.
good. To the business. The one who should make payment to the business. That is a debtor, not debtor. No, it is debtor. Okay? And who's a creditor now?
Creditor when a business organization owes money to an individual.
Okay, to other person. It can be an individual, organization, anything, an entity. Okay? The term is entity. So by now, I hope the idea is clear. Debtor and creditor. Is it? Any doubt? Yes. Shall we move to the next one? The next one, very important, the next one is drawings. Drawings. Okay, drawings. It's a new term, completely new term for you. Okay, drawings. Drawings means, it is not the artistic work, nothing like that. Drawings means the money, the amount withdrawn by the owner from the business. From the business for his personal use. Listen first, listen. Listen. Drawings, the term is drawings. Okay? The business owner, the owner of the business is withdrawing money from the business. He is taking from the business for his personal use. I am the owner of the business. Okay, I have a boutique. I am the owner. I feel so hungry. I am very hungry. So I take some money. I go to hotel and eat food. That is my personal expense. I am using the money for my personal use. This is called drawings. I'm sorry. Understand? That is called drawings. If the money is withdrawn. Why? How can he withdraw money like that? Why is the owner withdrawing money this way? Why is he taking the money like in his own wish, according to his decision? It's all up to him. Why? Why is he doing that?
Because it's company.
Why? Why does the owner has that freedom? He is taking
Because
money.
it
He is
is
the
his
owner.
company.
Yes, anyone?
Because it is his company.
It's his money. He is the owner and he has deposited, invested money. And what is that amount called? The investment made by the owner in the business? What is that amount called?
Capital.
Excuse me, sorry?
Capital.
Capital, right? Don't forget, capital. Capital means the amount that is invested by the person, the owner, to start a business. That is capital. Okay? Let's see. Let me share the screen again. So we are with drawings. Drawings refer to the money or goods. It can be either money or some goods. Okay, if suppose I told you I'm having a boutique, there is a wonderful sari in my shop and I wish to take the sari for my personal use. I'm taking it from the shop so that it is a good. Yes, it's not money. So I'm using that for my personal use. I'm taking it. That is also drawing. You understand the difference? Money and goods. Drawings refer to the money or goods withdrawn by the owner from his business for personal use. Okay? And there is one more statement. Such drawings reduce the capital of the owner. See? See the sentence? And such drawings, these drawings reduce the capital of the owner. Okay, it is going to reduce the capital of the owner. Let's discuss that. See, we know now the term entity. Yes? What is entity?
Something that got separate existence.
Very good. Something that has got a separate existence. That is called entity. Okay. Now there is owner and we have the entity, the shop. We have the picture. We'll take that. Just a second. Now we learned liability. Another term, liability, isn't it? What are liabilities? Yes? Yes, what are liabilities? Remember? Whatever the business owes to outsiders, that is called liability. Now you might be thinking liability and creditors. Why? Creditors are the liability of the business. Understand? Yes, we discussed asset and liability. Remember, asset means everything that belongs, the economic resources under the ownership of the business, okay, which is used for the functioning of the business. That is asset. Liability means the term which refers to all the obligations of the bank towards outsiders. So creditors are a liability for the business. Clear? The business should pay to the creditors now. So creditors are a liability. And now come back to capital. So I told you we have a shop as well as the owner, entity. Yes, here is the shop, here is the owner. So shop is a separate one, separate something with separate existence. Owner is the one with another existence. He is separate. He is different from the shop. Clear? Okay. Now, this capital that is invested by the owner to the business. What is capital? The money that is invested by the owner in the business. That is capital, okay? You know that. Capital is considered as a liability. Write it somewhere, note the point. The capital, very important. Capital is considered as a liability. Capital is a liability. Why? Because the liabilities, we can classify the liabilities into two. We have two kinds of liabilities. Okay? Listen, everyone, how many liabilities? How many types of liabilities I said? Two kinds of liabilities. Internal liability, internal as well as external, I'm sorry. Okay, internal liability and external liability. We know liability means the obligation of the business to the outsiders. Yes, something that the business has to pay out, payment to be done by the business outside. That is liability. Clear? Again, we have learned this term, internal, external. Internal means what? Internal users, external users. We have learned that term. Yes, Anish, not Anish, I called him Anish. Okay. Alan Thomas.
Yes, ma'am.
What are internal users? Who are they?
Within the company.
Very good. Within the business, the users, the individuals, the people within the business is called internal users. And who are external users now?
The outsiders.
Outsiders, right. Very good. So, coming to internal and external regarding liabilities. We have two kinds of liabilities. Internal liability, external liability. Okay? Internal liability means the liability of the company towards the internal users. If the liability is towards the internal users, that is called internal liability. External liability means outsiders. The liability, the obligations to make the payment to the outsiders. That is called external liabilities. Now, this capital, we are talking about the capital. Okay? Capital is considered as an internal liability. Clear? What is capital? We are considering capital as internal liability. That means this capital, even though this capital is invested by the owner, still this entity, this business should repay it to the owner. That is the condition. We learned that the business is considered as an entity, a separate entity, something having a separate existence. We have rules, principles coming up in the next chapter, but still keep this idea in you, with you. That is, business is considered as a separate entity, something having separate existence. So here, the owner is investing the capital in the business. Okay? Even though it is the owner, it is considered as an internal liability. That means the business should repay it back to the business owner. Just understand this. Okay? Clear? Did you get me what I said? Yes or no? Yes or no? The capital. What is capital? What is capital, Alan Thomas?
The money used by the owner to start a business.
Yeah, capital, yes. So the owner is investing the business, the capital to the business. That is considered as what, Vinay?
Liability.
Internal liability. That means the business should repay it to the owner. Clear? So coming back to drawings. What are drawings? What are drawings?
The money withdrawn by the owner.
Yes, amount withdrawn by the owner for his personal use. Okay, personal use, that is called drawings. So here we came to know a sentence that such drawings reduce the capital of the owner. Reduce the capital. That means the owner is taking this amount out of his capital. Clear? Okay. If suppose the capital is 1 lakh, the capital is 1 lakh rupees invested. Suppose. Okay. The owner has withdrawn, say 20,000. 20,000 is withdrawn by the owner as drawings. Okay, as drawings. So, from where is this 20,000 taken now? Right, Sayuja, yes, I saw you saying. Drawings is taken from this capital. This capital. This 20,000 is taken away from this capital. So, capital, which is a liability. Which is a liability? This capital is a liability. Now what happens here? Earlier, the business should have paid 1 lakh rupees to the owner. Yes? But now 20,000 is reduced, minus 20,000. 20,000 is taken away from this capital. So what is left? 80,000. Now his capital invested in the business is only 80,000. Okay? Is it clear now? Yes, somebody tell me this point. Explain in your own words. Tell me. Who will explain? Sayuja, can you?
Business refers to the money or goods withdrawn by the owner from the business for his personal use.
Yes. That is the highlight, the personal use. It is for the personal use. Okay. Then,
Drawing reduces the capital of the owner.
okay. So he is taking the drawings amount from the capital. Okay. So what is happening now to the capital? Capital is getting reduced. Okay. Capital is getting reduced now. How? Because it is from the capital, the drawings amount is withdrawn. So what is left? There was 1 lakh rupees. Now only 80,000 is there. Clear now? Yes or no? Everyone? Yes. I think we'll stop with this. We'll discuss it again. Let me revise. What is a business? See, these are the terms. Now we will be dealing with all these terms together. Creditor, debtor, transaction, cash transaction, everything is going to come together. So you should be thorough with the terms. You should understand what are these, okay? So what is a business? Pavitra, tell me, what is a business?
Economic activities that involve exchange of goods to earn profits.
Very good. Yes, it is an economic activity. Economic activity. Why economic activity? Because, why? Why, Vinay? Why is it an economic activity?
Use money. We get close.
Money involvement. Economic activity means activity that involves money. That's clear. Business is clear. Now, coming to transaction. What is transaction? What is transaction, Pranav?
Exchange of
Yes,
Goods.
exchange goods and services. For what? You simply exchange goods?
no
Then?
For monetary gain.
Monetary gain. No, not like that. Transaction means, think of that example. You are going to McDonald's. You are purchasing a burger. What is happening? You order a burger. Then what do?
They gain a profit.
Payment is done. Exchange of goods. Okay? For a payment. Exchange of money is taking place. Then only it becomes a transaction. Financial transaction. Okay? Regarding the business. Financial transaction. Then coming to, which is the next term? Capital over. Then goods and services. What are they? Who will tell me? Rahul? Yes.
Goods are the
Sorry, louder.
goods are the for buying and selling.
Yes. And which has got a physical existence. Yes. The goods in the business means the goods that the business deals with. That is goods. And goods means it has got a physical existence. You can see, you can touch them. What about services? We can exchange services also. What were the examples for services? Yes? Services.
Doctor treating his son.
Right, very good. Yes. Then that is a service. Okay, doctor is giving you a service and you make payment to him. You give fee. Okay, that is a service. Then another example.
Teaching.
Sorry?
Teaching.
Eating.
Teaching.
Teaching. Yes, teaching. Yes. I teach you, I get payment in return. Yes. Teaching is a service. Okay. So good services. Purchase. What is purchase? Yes.
Buying things which is useful for our products or to
Sorry?
complete. Buying things which are useful for our product.
Yes.
Finalize our product.
Yes, right. That is purchase. Sales. Vinay, sales.
Selling of goods.
Okay. Selling of goods. What? Sale of goods that are produced in the business. Okay, the goods that the business deals with, that is sold. Okay, I have a garment shop and I am selling the furniture over there. Is it a sale? Can I consider it as a sale?
Yes.
No. Okay, we are talking about the terms that is that we are using it to record the accounting. Okay, sale, that is also a sale. You're right. Selling the furniture, that is a sale only. But coming to accounting, under accounting, we use sale for the sale of goods that the business deals with. Okay, clear? Now what else? Debtor, creditor, clear now? Yes. Will you learn it for the next day?
Wow.
Whatever portions taken till now. Okay, for Saturday. Only 10 are here. What about the... let me take a screenshot. I just want to find out who is absent. Okay, is it time? We have 5 more minutes. Tell me, any doubts? Anything you want to tell me?